Rules for life are intentional, on-purpose patterns of spiritual intentions that provide the structure and direction for growth and contribution in our lives. They are an exterior framework for an interior journey. Creating rules for yourself establishes a rhythm for life, which is helpful for being real, developing personal growth, and with practice, it starts to form part of your higher and spiritual self as well. So rules create a rhythm that reflects our emerging love for God, self, and others, which is the very reason why we are spinning around on this blue marble in the first place. Rules simply provide structure to remind us what is really important in life. All great spirituality is about what we do with our pain. Our rules for life should be the minimum standards for our lives that we want to live by. Rules and practices obviously are going to differ greatly from person to person, but the need for direction and meaning is the same for absolutely everybody. Here are 21 rules for life to help you create your best life now. Rule number 1, always tell the truth. The truth will set you free. Lies will only confuse you and others. When you tell the truth, you have nothing to hide by default, and people will notice that. People are perceptive and build relationships on trust and open communication. It is true that the truth will indeed set you free. 2, develop self-discipline. Self-discipline enables you to choose what you want for your life and then follow through unwaveringly with those decisions. It also gives you the power and inner strength to overcome your limitations and vices and withstand cravings and temptations and things that don't really work for you, like addictions or procrastination. Developing discipline will help you, no matter what your thoughts and emotions are. Discipline will really get you through to what you want in life. Rule number 3, create a plan. Now, bad plans are better than no plans. We all need somewhere to aim. Aimlessness gets us poor results and we seldom hit the targets we're aiming for. Zombies walk around aimlessly in no man's land. So you write your plans down with a little title of what your life looks like, what you need to do to get there, and what you shouldn't do that will hinder you getting there. Create a plan. Rule number 4, progress, not perfection. A key to happiness is not perfection, but it is actually progress. Perfection simply focuses on what is not working 100% of the time, while progress is always happening and evolving. Think about it. Perfection is about the fantasy of a finished state. Now, death is a finished state that you don't need to aim for. Focus on progress by making small steps count every day and enjoy the journey, not the destination. Rule number 5 is stay out of drama. Don't rescue others, nor persecute them with gossip and bad-mouthing. It's a habit. And don't become a victim to your own thinking. Victims tend to blame others for their problems, and they get nowhere until they can become personally accountable for living their own lives. Drama is a bad habit that can be cleaned up with some spiritual hygiene. So let go easily, be quick to forgive, and keep your side of the street clean. What others choose to do or not do is none of your business, so stay out of the drama. Rule number 6, become fearlessly authentic. To thine own self be true. Never lose your authenticity to people please. Prana or life energy flows at its peak when you are true to your own nature. Authenticity starts in your heart and requires vulnerability integrity, and courage to flourish. Authenticity is a collection of choices that we have to make every day for ourselves. Authenticity is also magnetic for other people. 7. Let go of resentments. Have the courage to let go of resenting others. It will only make you angry and bitter. Resentment takes down more good people than almost anything else in this world. Be quick to forgive. Surrender to what is. Learn to let go. Rule number 8, love. Daring to love in an imperfect world takes courage. Be curious and take an interest in other people, animals, and nature. Love the world with deepening affection as much as you love the skin you're in. Rule 9, fail gracefully. Don't be afraid to fail. Failure is inevitable and it happens to us on a daily basis. Failures make us kinder, more empathic, and more real. We can connect more deeply with other people when we are vulnerable enough to share our failures as much as our strengths. So accepting our failures is a humbling process, and humility is our surest sign of strength. Life is the process of failing forwards. 10. Practice the law of detachment. Commit yourself to detach by not trying to rigidly impose your ideas of how things should be on others or yourself. 11. Accept uncertainty. The ego's need for safety and certainty can lead to small thinking and small results or consequences. Think big with curiosity and open-mindedness. This also opens you up to the realm of uncertainty, where there are endless possibilities that await you. 12. Insist on minimalism. If you don't use it, lose it. Minimalism is not just about consumerism and our ego's need to gain more and more of what doesn't really make us happy. Spirituality and minimalism are also closely entwined and teach us that less is often more. This paradox is made clear when we see those people who have a wealth of peace, happiness, and bliss in their lives, oftentimes having less clutter and baggage to deal with than most others. Simplicity breeds abundance mentality. It defines enough. It shows us who we are deep down within, and it automatically removes the unnecessary in our lives. Practice minimalism. Rule 13. Lead a purpose-driven life. It is easy to fall into mindlessness and meaninglessness if we're not careful to keep an eye on what we're really doing and where we really are going. If you lose meaning and purpose, you'll quickly become bitter and angry. Let purpose or your dharma be your compass, and only do things that nourish your soul's true purpose, which deep down is to give, grow, and contribute to a better life for yourself and other people. So find your ikigai, or reason to live, as they say in Japanese, and always take powerful action that is true to your purpose. 14. Know your true intentions. Self-knowledge is the beginning of all self-improvement. Never forget that. Know what it is you intend to do at any given moment by coming from a place of certainty in knowing what you intend to do and create for yourself. Intentions are like pit bull kinds of determination that help us create the lives we really want to live. Never let go of your inner intentions. Write them on a card, and whenever you get confused or uncertain, read the card and reconnect to the power of intention. 15. Put God first. One thing that all spiritual practices show us is that life is not really about us. It's not about you. It is rather about connecting to a far greater purpose, and it tells us that all of us operate as one in this massive and mysterious universe. Put God first in your life, and everything else will flow to you with grace and ease the way it is meant to be, according to the law of attraction. It is not a human-centric universe, and the sooner we can accept that, the sooner we can start to let love guide us in everything we do. When that happens, nothing good you desire will ever not come to you. So put God first. 16. Take risks. Trust, risk, and share who you really are with others, and allow courage to be your guide. Lean into the discomfort of awkward feelings and emotions as you insist on risking your sense of certainty to embrace a flow of new things into your life. When nothing is sure, everything becomes possible. Remember that. Thrive on a healthy sense of risking, daring, and sharing who you are with the world. What you get in return is an endless flow of boundless possibility. 17. Look after your health. Your body needs a healthy mind and vice versa to operate optimally. Wellness includes everything from drinking enough water to getting good sleep and to ensuring you have the right nutrition and balanced intake for your body. Emotional health is just as important as spiritual health or the health of your body. Although it is seldom ever considered, it is super important. Take the time to meditate and contemplate. Avoid all excess. Go on silent retreats and do mindful walks alone. Health is not just an absence of dis-ease, but an inner bliss that should be felt all the time. Create yourself. It is the most important thing you'll ever do. In the first half of life, someone took care of you and fed you and bathed you. You learned everything you know from other people. In the second half of life, each of us must rediscover who we really are underneath all we've learned. We must transcend our very own personalities, the self, so that we can live an authentic life. This is the spiritual journey that we must all undertake as we recreate our lives in a way that is real and genuine. Rule number 19, eliminate worry. Fear does nothing other than make us angry and afraid, and with both of these come obstacles we will need to overcome to let spirituality successfully help us to a place of authenticity. Worry gets in the way. Worry about the past creates depression, and fear of the future breeds anxiety. Live one day at a time. Every day has enough content and problems of its own. Live in the present moment and train yourself to eliminate the habit of worry. Only be concerned with what is in your control. Usually, all this is our very own responses and attitudes to the unfolding of life. Rule number 20, transcend yourself. Master yourself. Let go of the lower self by working on understanding your ego and how it operates from a lizard brain mindset that oftentimes ends in us taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back more often than we would like to. Mastering yourself brings freedom, adventure, and liberty, and allows you to resist any negative external forces that may pass you by. When we stop with self-deception, we immediately start to transcend our lower or smaller selves. Sometimes, even to live is an act of courage. Seneca. Rule 21. Always remember that life is not about you. Your life is not about you. Rather, you are about life. Our roles in life form part of a much bigger whole, and when we can understand that, a true sense of freedom and peace always follows. The mystery of life is far too grand a design for us to ever fully understand. Just like the earth is rounded and curved, it too has no center. It is part of a much grander design. Our job is simply to be a human being. We can still be still, not idle, just still. We can just be without any guilt or shame, knowing that all we need to really do is grow, connect, and contribute, and become more and more of who we really are and of who life really is every single day. Knowing that this is our life purpose lowers the mountains and fills in the valleys that we have created through thinking we are the center of the universe. Always remember that life is not about you. It is for you.